What if I told you that the date on your birth certificate has almost nothing to do with how old you actually are? We have always believed that aging is a one-way street where we slowly break down over time, but new science suggests that aging is not a deterioration of hardware, but a corruption of software, and just like any corrupt software on a computer, the code can be debugged, rebooted, and potentially restored to its original factory settings. We are entering an era where we stop treating aging as an inevitability and start treating it as a treatable medical condition before we learn how to hack the code of life. I have a small request regarding the visuals you are about to see. Please don't mind if the picture looks different from the narrative, as I generated it using AI to help visualize the microscopic world of your cells. Today, we are investigating epigenetics, the control panel of your DNA, to see how we can turn back the biological clock. Here are 10 scientific hacks and facts about cellular rejuvenation, and I want you to tell me which one you are going to add to your daily routine. Fact 1. The software vs. hardware. The most important concept to understand is that your DNA is the hardware, which is fixed and cannot be changed, but your epigenetics is the software, which tells the hardware what to do. Over time, your software gets messy and starts giving the wrong instructions to your cells, causing them to lose their identity and function poorly. However, because these instructions are chemical tags rather than permanent damage, they can be polished off and rewritten through lifestyle changes. You are the programmer of your own biology, constantly writing code with every meal you eat and every move you make. Fact 2. The Horvath clock. In the past, we had to guess how well someone was aging by looking at their wrinkles or gray hair. But now we have a precise measurement called the Horvath clock. This is a biological test that analyzes the methylation patterns on your DNA to determine your biological age, which can be drastically different from your chronological age. You could be 50 years old on paper, but if you have taken care of your epigenetics, your cells might physically be only 40 years old. This proves that age is just a number, and that number is largely under your control. Fact 3. The certain defenders. Your body has a family of 7 genes called sirtuins, which act as the emergency response team for your cells. These genes are responsible for repairing broken DNA and maintaining the structure of your genome, but they normally lay dormant until they are activated. When you stimulate these genes, they rush out to fix cellular damage, effectively scrubbing away the signs of aging at a microscopic level. The goal of biohacking is to keep these defenders awake and working as often as possible. Fact 4. NAD+ fueling. The problem with sirtuins is that they require a specific fuel to run, a molecule called NAD+, and unfortunately, our levels of this fuel drop by half as we get older. Without enough NAD+, your repair team runs out of gas and cannot fix the daily wear and tear on your DNA. This is why many scientists are excited about supplements like NMN, which are precursors that help the body rebuild its supply of this critical fuel. It is like refilling the gas tank of a sports car so that the engine can run at maximum performance again. Fact 5. Hormetic stress. One of the most powerful ways to trigger your anti-aging genes is through a process called hormesis, which involves exposing yourself to short bursts of intense stress. Things like taking an ice-cold plunge, sitting in a hot sauna, or high-intensity interval training trick your body into thinking it is in danger. This perceived danger forces your cells to go into survival mode, where they aggressively repair damage and clear out waste to ensure they survive. You literally have to stress your body just a little bit to remind it how to be strong. Fact 6. The fasting reset. When you are constantly eating, your body is in growth mode, which focuses on dividing cells rather than fixing them. By fasting for extended periods, you force your body to switch into repair mode and activate a process called autophagy. Autophagy is essentially a cellular recycling program where your body hunts down old, dysfunctional parts of cells and eats them to create energy. Hunger is the signal that tells your body to take out the trash and clean the house. Fact 7. The sugar coating. If there is one thing that accelerates epigenetic aging, it is the excessive consumption of sugar, which leads to a process called glycation. Glycation happens when sugar molecules in your blood sticky bind to proteins and fats, creating harmful compounds that gunk up your cellular machinery. This sugar coating makes your collagen stiff, leading to wrinkles, and interferes with the ability of your DNA to read instructions clearly. Cutting out sugar is not just about weight loss. It is about stopping your cells from being glued shut. Fact 8. The sleep wash. We often think of sleep as just resting, but for the brain, it is actually an active cleaning cycle involving the glymphatic system. While you are in deep sleep, your brain cells physically shrink to create space, allowing fluid to wash through and flush out the toxic proteins that accumulate during the day. If you skip sleep, these toxins remain in your neural tissue, causing inflammation and accelerating the aging of your mind. Sleep is the nightly janitor that keeps your cognitive building from falling apart. Fact 9. Methylation donors. To keep your epigenetic software running smoothly, your body needs raw materials known as methyl groups to tag the DNA correctly. These materials come from specific foods rich in B vitamins, such as dark leafy greens, eggs, and beets. If your diet is poor, your body runs out of the ink it needs to write the instructions for your cells, leading to errors in the code. You need to eat the right printer cartridges if you want your genetic blueprint to print clearly. Fact 10. The Yamanaka factors. The most futuristic and shocking fact is the discovery of the Yamanaka factors, a set of 4 specific proteins that can completely reset a cell back to zero. In laboratory experiments, scientists have used these factors to turn old, blind mice into young mice with perfect vision by literally reversing the age of their cells. While we are not ready to use this on humans yet, it proves that the age of a cell is reversible and that the fountain of youth is actually hidden inside our own genes. We are not looking for a magic potion. We are looking for the password to unlock our own potential. We have covered 10 hacks for cellular aging, software versus hardware, the Horvath clock, certain defenders, NAD plus fueling, hormetic stress, the fasting reset, the sugar coating, the sleep wash, methylation donors, and the Yamanaka factors. I want you to pause and comment below, which of these interventions do you think will be the standard medicine of the future? While the Yamanaka factors are the most exciting science, the best choice for you today is number 5, hormetic stress. It is free, it is accessible to everyone, and it proves that comfort is actually the enemy of longevity. By challenging your body with cold, heat, and exercise, you are sending a direct message to your DNA that it needs to stay young to survive. If you want to keep your mind young by learning new things every day, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Your cells are listening to your thoughts, so send them a positive signal by clicking the like button. I will see you in the next one. Stay ageless.